Breaking news from overnight, Senate leaders in the White House reached a deal on a massive $2 trillion economic relief package in response to the coronavirus pandemic. The historic package would give direct payments to most Americans, expand unemployment benefits, and help out small businesses. The bill is also expected to include billions of dollars in assistance for hospitals as well as corporations that have been hurt by the outbreak. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says the legislation is expected to pass in the Senate later today. The relief package would be the third round of emergency legislation that Congress has approved to help combat the coronavirus outbreak. A lot of people are calling out North Dakota U.S. Senator Kevin Cramer after his tweet that many found offensive. Last night, he tweeted a response to a video of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi regarding a bill for the coronavirus relief that included the R word when referring to Pelosi. We reached out to Cramer about his language, and he says that he was typing with his thumbs. He says that he was typing "she's ridiculous" and sent it, but when he saw what posted, he deleted it. Cramer says calling her ridiculous is one thing, but the R word, that's not acceptable. North Dakota Democratic Party NPL chairwoman Kylie Overseen condemned Cramer's language, saying the use of this word is completely disrespectful and there is no way that it was a mistake. She says either he used it intentionally or it's a word the senator uses often enough that his phone has it saved. New this morning, police are looking for a suspect who stabbed a man several times during a robbery. Grand Forks officers were called to the 800 block of 51st Street North just before 9 last night and found the 29-year-old victim who had been stabbed several times in the thigh. He told police that he was attacked while walking to his parents' home. The suspect, who took off, is described as a tall man with a medium build who was wearing dark clothing. The victim is now being treated for wounds that appeared to be non-life-threatening. 2 minutes past the top of the hour, let's get a check of our forecast, and it sounds like you have just about everything on your plate this week, Lisa.
Yeah, a little bit of rain, and now today some snow. We've had some fog as well. And looking out on our Luther Family Ford Skycam, First Alert Storm Team Skycam Network, we've got a little bit of haze out there, but overall it is looking better for visibility compared to yesterday morning. So here's a look at our forecast for today. Now, some places may see some snow. For Fargo, I think we're going to miss out on this. We'll definitely get some cloud cover here as we head through the day and hopefully get some sunshine breaking through at some point. I think maybe this morning and then again toward the end of the day coming up for the afternoon. And by the way, we get to keep that sun around a little bit longer, of course, as we are gaining daylight. Sunset now at 7:48, and this morning sunrise getting earlier again at 7:19 this morning. So we won't see much of that sun today, but we'll watch those skies start to brighten up and we'll see that wind out of the north ushering in that cooler air. You saw our temperatures don't rise much here. Here's a look at the latest radar. We've got some snow right along the state line and then down into South Dakota, and this stretches into west central Minnesota too. So over in Elbow Lake, Grant County, back over to Wheaton and Traverse County, some snow there. This stretches back over into places like Rossholt and the Sisseton area, New Effington, seeing some of that snow, and up toward the Lidgerwood and Hankinson areas too, back over to Ellendale as well. So, and there's more where this came from. This is a bigger system. It's mainly impacting South Dakota down into Nebraska too, but there are going to be more snow showers in some of these same places we'll want to watch out for. Temperatures are sliding, so we're going to be at or below freezing there, so watch out for some slick spots. Might be some minor accumulations, especially on those bridge decks. And we're just in for a cooler day today, so we'll talk more about that coming up, and also a big warm up that's coming as well in just a few minutes.
Look forward to it. Thank you, Lisa. Make plans to check in on another COVID-19 public briefing later this morning. It starts at 11 from Fargo City Hall, and it will be live streamed on the city's social media accounts. FM, Metro City, county, and state officials, along with reps from Sanford and Essentia, will provide health updates and information about recent developments in the COVID-19 pandemic. We know that children are always full of questions, and you may be experiencing that during this time. But you don't have to avoid the topic of coronavirus with your kids. In fact, one therapist says you should actually embrace it. In the Valley today's Abby Kirchner joins us live this morning, where she got some advice from experts on how to talk to your children. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Jordan. Parents have probably all heard the why question before, and in events like we are in now, it can be hard to give them an answer. Some questions you may have already had are, what is the coronavirus? Why am I not at school? Why can't I play with my friends? Or even the question, do I have to wash my hands again? But Village Family Services therapist Brooke Hammond said it's okay to keep your kids informed about the coronavirus using kid-friendly terms.
This is a virus that can be spread from hand germs, and that's why we're keeping you out of school as a way to keep everyone safe and healthy, and kind of explain ways that we can social distance, wash our hands, and role model ways to keep kids healthy. And if they have questions, it's okay to answer those and just explain kind of the reasons why.
But even if some of those questions are answered, a lot of these questions may be causing some kids to have anxiety about exactly what is going on. So we will talk about things you can watch out for as a parent in just a few minutes.
All right, some good advice. Abby Furchner reporting live this morning. Thank you. A South Dakota school district is notifying parents that a school staff member has tested positive for COVID-19. School officials in Sioux Falls confirmed the staff member works at Laura Wilder Elementary. District officials say they have provided guidance from the South Dakota Department of Health to families and coworkers. South Dakota's governor yesterday ordered schools statewide to remain closed until at least May as the state tries to stem the spread of the coronavirus. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says early indications are that people in the state are practicing social distancing well enough that it might be helping to slow the spread of COVID-19. He says that he is still waiting for more data on when the number of cases will peak in Minnesota and when intensive care beds will reach their capacity before he decides about any sheltering in place order. Minnesota's count of confirmed COVID-19 cases rose. It's now at 262. That's an increase of 27 from Monday. State lawmakers, meanwhile, are reconvening tomorrow to pass legislation to bolster the state's response. Meanwhile, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum says the state could be one of the last to lift restrictions meant to help contain the coronavirus because it's part of the final wave of the pandemic. President Donald Trump says he would like the U.S. economy to start revving up by Easter, when he believes it might be possible to relax some of the federal restrictions and put some people back to work. But Burgum says it doesn't make sense to pick one date for every state. North Dakota health workers yesterday confirmed 4 new cases of the coronavirus, now a total of 36. 2 are from Cass County, 1 from Burleigh County, and 1 from Dunn County. The 2 cases in Cass County are a man in his 70s and a man in his 90s. Both are under investigation to learn how they got the virus. There are now 7 people hospitalized in the state. That's up from 4 on Tuesday. Another city in the valley is going forward with takeout liquor sales. We'll run down those new rules in Grand Forks ahead right here on the Valley today. But next, Lisa Green is in with a forecast that you're going to want to pay attention to. It has a little bit of everything, and she helps us prepare.